Hey guys, Mix here, backing out with another video, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys some of the most used archetypes for 2K17. I wouldn't say most used, but these, in my opinion, are some of the greatest current archetype builds. I don't have one for every position. I have two builds for point guards, a build for a small forward, a build for a shooting guard, and then I have my power forward build that I'm going to be showing you guys. So I'm going to start off with the 2 point guard builds. For the first one, you're going to want a Playmaker. Playmakers are pretty much all-around players. They're really good at playmaking and breaking ankles and that sort of stuff. And then for the height, you're going to want them. In this build I saw you want them to be around 6'5", and with that you lose a lot of speed, but you increase the dunks and everything. But then with the 3-pointers you don't really lose that much, and then you'll pretty much not be losing anything if you use the upgrades. So you're gonna want to go with about either 6'5" or 6'6", whichever one you prefer. I'm gonna go with 6'5". Wingspan, you're gonna want 81.4 actually. It'll give you more 3-pointer. It'll give you better shooting. Or if you want to, you can go all the way down, because then it'll just give you better shooting. But I I usually keep it like somewhere in the middle, like where there's nothing or there's less, so I'll go with 80.4 for this one. The weight, you're gonna want 180, and then with that you lose the strength and the contact. You lose some strength and some of the contact dunks, but you get more speed, acceleration, and that sort of stuff. So we're gonna go with 180 for those. Shoulder width, it doesn't really matter what you pick for it, because the shoulder width really does nothing attribute wise or performance wise, so I'm just going to go with 20.4. and then your shooting hand can be whichever one you want. And then the second point guard build is a Sharpshooter, and this one is probably one that you guys all know. Sharpshooters are known to be shooters, like it says in the name. You're gonna want them to be about 6'1" or 6'2" if you want, or you could do 6 foot to get a higher shooting. And then after you do the height, I'm gonna stick with 6'2". With the wingspan, you're gonna want to do about 77.4, because that's pretty much like in the middle between losing the stats and gaining the stats. And then for the weight, you're gonna want to do about 165, and that increases your speed and everything that a sharpshooter needs, because a sharpshooter is not going to be needing contact dunks as much. So I think the 165 for the weight is pretty good. And again, the shoulder width doesn't really matter. It doesn't affect your attributes or performance in any way. And the hand and the right and left hand doesn't matter, and neither does the number. And then the next build I'm going to be showing you is a shooting guard build. For that, I only have one build, and that is going to be a point forward. Let me find it here. Or no, actually, the small forward is going to be a shot creator, my bad. You're going to want the shot creator to be about 6'4". You lose some of the the shooting, but you can gain that back, like I said before. Wingspan, you're going to want about 79.5, so pretty much even what it is right now. You don't lose anything and you don't gain anything, so it's kind of a win-win for both. Weight, you want about 175, somewhere in that area. That gives you more speed and acceleration, and shot creators aren't usually known for contact dunks or box outs or anything like that. Like I said in the name, they're more for shooting. And if you look at the Archetype upgrade upgrade limits, you can see that they're more towards shooting and that kind of stuff. And then shoulder width, same thing, doesn't matter what you pick for that. Next is the small forward, and then this is gonna be the point forward. As you can see, point forwards are kind of like in between everything. They can somewhat shoot. They can shoot pretty well. They can't shoot all that good, but their agility and playmaking is high. So they're sort of, kind of like, if you think about it, they're kind of like small forward playmakers in a way. For that, you want the height to be about, 6'10". You lose some of the shooting, but you gain dunks and the rebounds and everything. Wingspan, you want to be about 90. You want to be about like 89, like somewhere between like 85, maybe 82.3 and like 88.3. I'm gonna go with 85.7 because that's kind of in between. For the weight, you're gonna want to be about right under 200, so like 199. The lowest weight. You lose some of the contact dunks, but you gain speed and everything, so it's a plus. And then shoulder width, which doesn't matter. Left or right hand doesn't matter, and the number obviously doesn't matter. And the last build I have in this video for you guys is going to be my stretch big build. My stretch big is my 95 archetype that I play with a lot of times on Park. Yeah, and it's a pretty good player, as you can see by the attribute caps. Sorry, I didn't mean to say salary, but with the attribute caps, you can see that they have fully maxed out shooting, and then they have pretty much almost like halfway everything. You're gonna want to pick that. And then with my guy, I picked about 6'9". Yeah, it's short for a power forward, but you could either do 6'9" or 6'10". But I did 6'9". Wingspan, I did 83.0 to get some of that shooting back. And then weight, I did about 240, I think. And then the shoulder width doesn't matter. I went with 21.9 when I made my stretch big. So these are some of the best archetypes that I've been seeing around in Park, and let me know in the comments what archetypes you think that I should make a build video on, and what archetypes that you guys use in the comments, and maybe I'll make a compilation of subscriber used archetypes and builds. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to keep it real.